Right. Good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to talk about how to show a fit when your partner overcalls and you the advancer. Because overcalls have a very wide range. And our range for an overcall are 7 to 17. So we really don't know how good partner is or not. So we're going to show you about cue bidding, the opener's suit. And I usually do it with at least 2 defensive tricks, like 2 quick tricks, 2 aces, and a fit in my partner's suit. I'm the advancer. And I want to know, and I only do it when I fit. If I don't fit, I don't get into this auction. I've learned many times that if you don't fit, just quit. But when you do fit, you want to be able to describe to partner, G partner, tell me how good is your overcall. So I'm going to share the screen with you and we'll get on to the hands as quickly as we can. Just hold on 1 second. I just want to bring it in again. It should be there. Hold on 1 moment. I've got everything ready. There we go. That should get it now. Let's get back to the meeting. Okay. I'm trying to get back to the meeting. Oh, God. Now where are we? I can't find it. Just 1 second. Okay. Still not getting there. Let me just get back to where we were. You can all hear me, I'm sure. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
You
I can
can
hear
hear
you.
me. Right, I'm just trying to get this on the screen and it's not coming up. Hold on a moment. I don't know why it's not coming up, but I'll get it up in a minute. Just hold on.
We see and hear you.
I know, but I can't get, I will get it now. There you go. All right. It's come back. Fine. So now we're just going to share the screen with you. And it still has not come up, but I will have to try one more time. Just 1 second. Okay. Can you see the hand? Are we sharing the screen?
Yes, yes,
You can see the hand, right?
yes.
Okay, so we're going to go on to board number 2. That's one of our boards we're going to talk about. We'll discuss the bidding. East is going to open 1 heart. South is going to overcall 1 spade. West is going to pass. We do not have enough points to support. And now North has a pretty good hand. And I said, anytime you have 2 quick tricks and a fit, you want to know how good partner's overcall is. And the only way we can find that out is by making a cue bid of the opener's suit. So you bid 2 hearts. That is called the cue bid of the opener's suit. It promises a fit in partner suit, guarantees a fit in partner suit. And it says that partner, I don't know how good you are. You may have 7 points, 8, 10, 11, or maybe you've got a better hand. It goes pass by East. And that's what's so important is that East cannot come in at the 3 level on this hand. It's too high. We can't even come in there because they're looking for a game. So East passes and your hand is not great. So looking at this hand, I think one should really settle in at 2 spades. I don't think we should be any higher. the Jack Doubleton heart is not worth very much, and you really don't have much better than an opening hand. And I think that's where we should play, in 2 spades. And the lead, of course, is going to be a heart. Partner opened a heart. Now, I want you to know about this 2 of hearts. Why do we lead the 2? When you have not supported your partner, we have to show 3 or 4 cards in the suit partner opened. If you led the 10, partner would expect it to be a singleton or a doubleton. So leading the 2 shows length. Never lead a high card unless you supported partner. If you supported partner and you had no honor, you'd lead the 10. Partner knows you've got 3. But when you don't support, always lead your lowest card. And now this is how we're going to look at the hand together, everybody. In the spade suit, we have no losers. In the heart suit, we've got 2 heart losers. In the club suit, we've got 1 club loser. So that's 2 hearts, 1 club, and you may lose 1 diamond. You may lose 1 diamond. If the diamonds do not break, you will lose 1 diamond if they do not break. But you've got to be careful of the trump situation. When you defend a hand, you are not sure whether partner had 4 babies to the jack, and if partner did have 4, you don't want to set up that queen of hearts. So while you control the heart suit, you must develop other tricks in another suit. You must come back the king of clubs. Tell partner that you have the queen and maybe the jack. Do not, if you put down that ace of hearts, we can now throw away a club on the queen of hearts, and then we'll never lose a club trick. So let me show you the situation. I'm going to go back because this is very important that you keep control and develop another trick while you control this heart suit. If you take, I'm going to have to mute everybody because I can hear people talking. So let me just mute you all and you can
I think Debbie and Diane have their speakers on.
Yeah, I'm going to just mute it all, okay? Otherwise, I can't talk. There we go. I've muted all of you. Right. Now, looking at this hand, if you play the ace of hearts, which would be very foolish, and then you switch to the club, which is really not a good idea at all. Now they can take their queen of hearts and they can get rid of their club on the queen of hearts. So we are not going to do that in bridge. While you control the suits, I need you to develop other tricks while you are in control. So I'm going back to the situation of winning the first trick with the king. We always lead from the top, we receive from the bottom. If you won the ace, you don't have the king. Winning the king, you show the ace. Now we play the king of clubs. And they take the ace. All right, everybody. We need to draw trumps. We have a 5-3 fit. I like to play the high card from the short side first because I've still got the ace of diamonds as an entry, so it's not a problem. We're going to play the king of spades. And hopefully they break. And then when I play another spade, I get the bad news. And they're going to throw away a heart. And now they've got 4 trumps. We've got to draw all the trumps, everybody, all of them. The queen. Don't be scared to leave yourself with 1 trump. Please do not worry about that. It's not a problem. Play the jack. You must count. I've seen people too scared to draw the last trump. Okay, now we've done the last trump. Now I'm not sure about I'm going to lose a club trick no matter what I do. I can stand on my head. If I play the jack of hearts, I'm going to lose a club trick. I'm not sure if the diamonds are breaking. I need the diamonds to break 3 and 3. and I'm not sure if they are going to break 3 and 3. So in this situation, okay, we have to decide which to do next. Now, if you play the Jack of Hearts, the Queen will give you an extra trick for the diamond, but that doesn't help you because you've only got the Ace of Diamonds and the King of Diamonds. And if they don't break, you may lose 2 diamonds and not instead of 1. We have a 4-3 fit. I need to try and control this hand. So let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. We could try the Jack, but I think let's give up a diamond trick. I don't want to play the Jack. Well, I could, and then the Queen will be a trick. All right, let's give up the Queen, Jack of Hearts. So the Queen becomes a trick. And they should switch to the Queen of Clubs. And they're going to play another club, right? If they were watching, they should play another club. They'll know their partner's got another one, but it doesn't matter. You're going to trump this one. That's your last trump. But never despair. You're now going to go to the dummy with the Ace of Diamonds. And on the Queen of Hearts, we're going to give up a diamond just in case. We don't know how they're breaking. They may be 4-2 and throw that away. And now we can play the diamond. We were going to lose another diamond anyway. It didn't matter. It's just that in case they broke 4-2. And now we'll give them the last trick. There you go. And we made 3 spades. Are there any questions on this hand?
I have
Linda?
a question.
Yes.
Linda, when you say the high card, play the high card from the short side first, does that relate to trump only?
No, it depends if you need discards. It's not only trumps.
Okay.
If you've got a King Doubleton and dummy's got Ace, Queen, Jack to 4, and that's an outside suit, you want to make 4 tricks. If you play to the Ace first and then to the King, you block the suit. So it's not just trumps, it's any suit if you want to develop extra tricks.
Linda,
Yes.
can you just go over again about the cubit and how that helped you know not to go
The
too high?
the cubit of the opener suit.
I know what it is, but how did you know how high to go?
Well, the thing is this, that I really don't have that much of a hand. And when you make a cubit, you've got to have at least 2 defensive tricks. So you've got a fit and 2 defensive tricks. I'm happy with that. Now, looking at the south hand, my Jack of Hearts is worth nothing. And I don't feel that I've got a really great hand. So I'm going to just bid 2 spades. I would never bid 3 spades. If you've got
I see it helps you not go too high.
yeah, you don't want to go too high.
Just by cubiting,
Right.
instead of 2 spades, you know not to go any
No,
higher.
well, your thing is this, that you don't want to jump to 3 spades. I play that as preemptive and weak with 4 trumps.
I get it. Thank
I
you.
love to show 4 trumps in a weak hand by blocking out the opponents. I can't block them out if we don't use the cubit. The cubit helps you to stay lower and it describes the strength of your hand. So that's what I like to do.
So Linda, on this hand, I was sitting north and we got to the 2 spades, and then I raised my partner to 3 spades because I had 12, I had
No,
11 points.
but remember, your Queen of Hearts is dead. Remember that. They open a heart. So when people open, always think of those cards if they're working cards or not, and that's not a working card. So you're down to 11 points.
Okay, got it.
And that's why I need you to, that's part of hand evaluation. Are we under or over? You got to look where they're bidding and see what's working and not working. There are certain hands where you could really do well on. We'll go to the next one. Are there any other questions?
Linda,
Yes.
so what Glenn was asking is also my question. What if his Queen of Hearts had been the Ace of Hearts? Would he still use a cubit, or was his hand too high for it?
This hand, it would be far too good. If you
So
had all those points, I'd be bidding 4 spades no matter what. 15 and 3. You got 12 and 3 is 15.
So you would go straight to four
I
spades or you
might go
cube it
to,
first?
no, I raise. I'm going to raise.
Okay,
I'm going to raise because I'm 4-3-3-3. I don't like 4-3-3-3. It's got no roughing value. I'll
okay.
raise. I'll raise. Just say, look, I'm really pretty good. How good are you? If I had the ace of hearts. But you've
Linda,
got two aces. What have they got? Think about it. They opened on your left, on your left.
Right, I just want to know what you should do if you're the advancer and you really have a lot of points.
I might go to game.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, and just bid a game.
Linda, why aren't you counting the queen of hearts? It did win.
Well, we didn't know partner had the jack. Partner didn't have to have the jack. If the
Oh.
East hand had the jack, that queen of hearts is dead. So you can't even think about the queen of hearts.
Well, once the ace and king are gone, the queen would be good.
Oh yeah, because we had the jack. That's the whole thing. Only because we had the jack. If we didn't have the jack, it would never be good. That's the
Linda.
whole thing. Yes.
Linda, if your partner had opened one spade with the hand that North had, you would respond 3 spades, right?
No, I would never do that. This is called an opening hand opposite an
For
opening
4
hand.
spades.
I wouldn't bet 4 spades. That's called the weak freak.
True.
So if partner opens a spade, if South opened a spade, I would bid 2 clubs to wait to hear my partner's rebid.
Okay.
And I think that's very important. We always want to hear the opener's rebid before we go to game when we've got an opening hand opposite an opening hand. I play 1 spade, 4 spades is the weak freak. 6 to 8
Right.
points with the singleton somewhere and 5 trumps. So the stronger we are, the slower we go. It's always good to hear the opener's rebid that we don't miss a slab.
Okay.
You must manufacture a bid. Let's say you only had 3 clubs and 4 hearts. Okay, same point count. 4 hearts and 3 clubs. You cannot bid 2 hearts over 1 spade with a 4-card heart suit. You have to bid 2 clubs on a 3-card club suit just to hear the opener's rebid. That's all it is. It's like a waiting bid. Tell me more, partner. You promise 4 clubs, but you don't have to if you've got 4 hearts and 3 spades. We're not allowed to bid 2 hearts and a 4-card heart suit at the 2 level over 1 spade. So we would bid a minor, and you're not going to play in a minor. You know where you're going. You're the captain. Partner's the one who's got to describe. You're going to decide. So if you took a 3 of clubs or 5 of clubs and made it the 6 of clubs and made it an extra heart, you're going to bid 2 clubs on a 3-card club suit over 1 spade. Just to show 11 points, just to wait and hear the opener's rebid. And that's what we have to do. We've got to improvise sometimes. Any other question?
Yeah, I have a question, Linda. I took lessons from Nancy Old of Kim's Bridge, and they're ACBL teachers. So I have some notes here from when I took the online course. And it says here for responding to this hand in particular, that if you have 13 or more points, that you should bid a game to 4
Well,
spades.
that's for beginners. 100% correct. When I
So-
teach beginners, okay?
So if we're beginners, should we be playing in this game?
But if you beginners, why are you playing duplicate bridge? You can't be a beginner because beginners hardly play duplicate.
Pardon
They
me?
know how to play bridge. Once you are in the duplicate field of bridge, things change. And as a beginner, and I teach hundreds of beginners, I do teach 1 spade, 4 spades without a question of a doubt. 100%. But now that we are now into duplicate bridge, things change. Once you start playing a more competitive game, we've got to be able to differentiate between the weak freak and a good hand. And that's why I prefer that we go slowly. The stronger we are, the slower we go.
Okay.
And that is what we need to learn at the bridge table now that you're into duplicate bridge. Things change a lot. And that's why I don't teach beginners 2 over 1. There's no way you'll ever learn 2 over 1. Beginners need to learn the basics in bridge. If they get very proficient in playing duplicate bridge and they want to fine-tune their game and learn 2/1 afterwards, that's up to them. But all players must learn from the beginning basic bridge, nothing fancy. Because you're not going to find fancy people on a ship or at a country club. None of them would ever know what 2/1 is.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
Good. So you were 100% right. I teach beginners all the time, exactly what you said. Add two hands together. I tell them that. I sing it to them. All right, let's look at this hand. Right. Okay. We're going to pass East hand. We're going to open one heart with the south hand. And we are going to overcall 2 diamonds. It's a great suit. Happens to be really a good suit, but all my overcalls are usually 6-card suits. Whether they're minors or majors, I guarantee a 6-card suit and 2 honors. And it goes pass. And now, looking at this hand, what are we going to do on this hand? Well, you have a heart stopper and you have 11 points. Now, I do not know whether my partner's good or minimum or maximum. I know nothing about my partner's hand, but I have too many points to just pass. So I'd like to tell my partner that I have at least 10 to 13 points. Don't forget, I'm a passed hand. I can't have 13, but I could have 11. I could have 10. I could have a bad 12. So I'm going to tell my partner, you know, partner, I don't have to bid. I'm a passed hand. But if I'm bidding, I've definitely got the upper part of just under an opening hand. And you should bid 2 no trump. 2 no trump says to partner, hey, partner, I've got 10, 11, or 12 points. I've passed originally, but I wouldn't be bidding with less than that. I don't know how good you are. And then it will go pass. And now you're going to accept this invitation. You've got 5 diamond tricks and 2 spades or 7 before you get out the ace of diamonds, and you hope partner balances you in the hearts and the clubs. I'm always accepting with 3 no trump. That 2 no trump is a nice hand. It is not a weak hand. It is not 6 to 9 points. You don't have to bid with 6 to 9, but you must bid with that hand. And you should all be in 3 no. And they're going to leave the Queen of Hearts.
I have a
Top,
question on the bidding.
sure.
So when they didn't bid the 2 no trump, when the person passed, I did a balancing double as south. Was that the right thing to try to do?
100%. You're
Okay.
shorting diamonds and you're telling partner, hey, partner, we can't leave them in 2 diamonds. Let's do something.
All right. Just want to make sure I did it right.
100% correct.
Yeah.
You must not
Okay.
let people play at the 2 level if you've got the shape to balance.
Okay. Thanks.
Linda, I have a question.
Yes.
I thought you could overcall with opening points in 5 cards, not
I
6.
don't overcall. I've passed with 14 points. I don't overcall just because I've got 14 points. But even at the 1 level, if I've got jack to 5 spades and 14 points, I do not bid 1 spade.
Why?
Because it's not lead directing. The whole purpose of an overcall is lead directing. That's the first requirement we need. It should have at least 2 of the top 3 or 4 honors. I use
Wow.
suit quality. And if you go back to listen to my opening leads on suit quality, or overcalls at least, you have to have the following. Okay, I'm just going to put this down for you at the bottom. I'm typing it up for you now, so you can just look what I'm going to type up. Because it's very important that we use suit quality. Right, looking at that hand below, can you all see ace queen to 6? Underneath the diagram, it says table. Can you see ace queen and 4
Yes.
baby?
Yes.
All
Please,
right.
yeah.
You add up the length of the suit plus the number, not points, of honors This is called suit quality. Now, this is used for everything, everybody. I use it for preempts, for week twos. I use this all the time. So when it comes to overcalls, I might have 14 points and sometimes I can't bid. So we have 2 honors plus 6 equals 8. That allows me to bid that at the 2 level. But if that was just ace, queen 5 times, and they opened a spade, I will never bid 2 hearts on a 5-card suit. Never. I use suit quality. It's got to add up. Now, if that was at the 1 level, you add up the 5 hearts plus 2 is 7. That means it can be bid at the 1 level. But if it's like this, I don't overcall. I've got 1 honor. It doesn't use suit quality. I like to have 2 honors when I overcall. So that is what we learned when we learn about overcalls. You must look it up in my lessons and you'll see all about suit quality and if you should overcall. It helps a lot. It guides you for preempts, week twos, everything like that. Imagine opening a preempt with 7 to the king. Partner expects 2 honors with a 7-card suit, and all your points are outside that suit. You should never do that. So if you had king to 7, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I would open a week 2. You know why? Because I add up 7 plus 1 honor equals 8. I'll open it as a week 2, not as a 3 bid. That is what I use, suit quality. It really helps a lot in overcalls. Does that answer everybody's question? People are very frisky about overcalls. They've never been given a guideline at all. The minute they see points, they want to bid. I don't always bid. So we get to 3-0, and you're going to have to leave the queen of hearts. And when you take the first trick, never take an ace, never. You see that 2? Partner, I don't like it. Take the king. And why do we take the king and not the ace? The psychology of bridge. Anyone who wins the ace the first time guarantees a second stopper. Because if they only had the ace, they would have held up. So you should take the king, which doesn't disclose where the ace is. And that is a much better way to deceive the defenders. And now you've got to get out that diamond. That is all we're worried about, is that diamond. But look at that 2 of hearts. Partner said, I don't like it, partner. You're now going to play the 4 of diamonds, and they're going to take the ace. Now, let's not be a machine, everybody. Are you waiting for Christmas to come? Never going to come. If you play that jack of hearts, they're running all the suits. They're going to take 2 heart tricks, and 5 diamonds is 7, and 2 spades are 9. They've got 9 tricks. You can see it on the table. You've got to think somewhere else, everybody. The spades are a waste of time. The diamonds are a waste of time. The hearts are definitely a waste of time. Let us try and defeat this contract. If we do not play another suit, they are going to make this hand hands down. 5 diamond tricks, 2 spades are 7, and the ace king of hearts are 9. Let's play what's called Boston, everybody. B-O-S-T-O-N. Boston. Okay? What does it stand for? Bottom of something. Top of nothing. So we're going to play the 2 of clubs. Remember, I've taught you in the past, low likes, low cards like in the middle of the play. LL. High cards hate. HH. Now, let's talk about it. I came back the 2 of clubs. I never came back the 10 of clubs. I came back the 2 of clubs. Low lights. Partner, don't come back hearts. Forget it. We're playing Boston. This is part of defense. I love this suit. If I wanted a heart back, I would play the 10 of clubs. Forget it, partner. Don't even touch the clubs. So follow partner's defense for Boston, everybody. Win the king of clubs. High card, third hand. Always. 2 cards left. What do we play? The highest from a doubleton, the jack. And now come back the 8. And now what's going to happen? Now you defeat the contract. It doesn't matter what happens. You have beaten this contract hands down. And they're never going to make the contract. Now, let's undo this and go back again. If I wanted a heart back, everybody, if I wanted a heart back, I would have played the 10 of clubs and said, come back my suit. But I didn't want a heart back. I chose the smallest club, low lights, and that is what we play in bridge. Please follow my defense, everybody. It's part of defense. That too is the most significant card. We all like to show what we want back. A low card likes, a high card hates. So if I came back the 10 of clubs, partner, I don't want a club back, I want a heart back. And that's how we do it, everybody. Are there any questions? Any questions?
Linda,
Yes.
what if they had won the queen of clubs?
When? How can they? Third hand high. That's the rule. Third hand high.
Okay.
Never ever play low. Third hand has to promote for partner. You've got to play your highest card. Third in hand if there are no honors on the table. So they're never going to make the queen of clubs. As long as you come back the jack the next time to show the highest from a doubleton left. You've got to play it that way. It's always the king. Third hand high. That's the rule. We lead from the top, we receive from the bottom if they're touching. They're not touching. The king denies the queen. And when you've got 2 cards left, you always come back the next highest. And that way we can still win the trick. And then you can come back the third one. And this way we still can win the trick. And now they've got no hope. Now we're going to beat this contract hands down. And that's very important in defense. Any questions, everybody? This is a lovely defensive lesson, besides learning about overcalls and cue bidding and asking. Any questions, everybody? None? Okay. We'll get on.
I have a question.
Yes.
So with my partner and myself, my partner, the way the bidding went is my partner opened west, won no trump. And so I was east. And so I responded 3 no trump.
Well, why would partner bid a no trump without a heart stopper?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's
But
how the bidding
a no
went.
trump overcall over 1 heart shows 15 to 18. And I don't see 15 to 18 on this hand. And no heart stopper. It's a guaranteed stopper in the suit they open and you don't have a stopper.
But nobody, I'm trying to think if they opened one heart, maybe they did. And then, so west, when it came around to west, my partner, she said 1 no trump.
West but 1 no trump?
Hand 6, 1 no trump west.
No.
And then I was east, so I came around and I bid 3 no trump.
Okay.
So again, just based on my beginner's lessons, I guess it's kind of interesting because that was the contract, but we went down to, so we didn't do very well.
Okay, I don't know how that could happen though. All right, so that's the bottom line. Otherwise, we're making lots of tricks. We've got 3 spade tricks and 2 hearts of 5 and 5 diamonds are 10. We make 10 tricks if they do not find that club switch. We will make 10 tricks. We're passing the south hand. We're opening the west hand, 1 diamond, a longer minor. And now we're going to overcall 1 spade. You've got a very good hand. You have a 6-card spade suit with 2 top tricks. You have a king doubleton, which looks like a working card once they've opened on your right. And you've got the ace of clubs. So we really are too good to do anything else. We can't make a weak jump. We're just going to go slowly and bid 1 spade. It's going to go past by East. East is out of the bidding. East does not have enough points to bid at all. And now, looking at this hand, South, you have a fit in spades, but we don't know much about partners overcall. We've got 10 high card minimum, and hopefully we've got 2 defensive tricks. This hand is just too good with a doubleton heart and a fit in spades. So the only way we can find out is to cubit their suit, 2 diamonds. Partner, how good is your overcall? And now you've really got a great hand. So you don't want to commit suicide and go straight to 4. You want to go slowly, but you want to jump the bidding. You're going to bid 3 spades. Now 3 spades says to partner, you know, partner, I've got a 6-card suit and a nice hand. And you will accept the invitation with this doubleton and these 10 high card points. And it's going to go 4 spades. Any questions on the bidding here? I could
Linda.
never just bid 2 spades. The hand's too good.
Linda, okay, so on the east hand, even though it's a pretty weak hand, a little bit distributional, I did a negative double.
You can't negative double. You're too weak for a negative double.
Too weak. Okay, my
When you
partner
make a
then
negative
jumped to
double,
4
it
hearts.
guarantees at least 6 high card points. And the jack of spades is worth 0. So you're down to 3. And I can't be sure my partner has a 4-card diamond suit. There is the odd time she may have 3. And the hand is revolting. Really.
Okay.
I wouldn't be
Well,
bidding at all.
my partner jumped to 4 hearts and they went to 4 spades and made it, but my partner would have only gone down 1 at 4 hearts. So it would have been a great bid.
How? We've got to lose 2 clubs, a diamond and a spade.
Yeah,
And
so you go
heart.
down 1, better than giving them a
2
game.
clubs, 1 diamond, and 1 heart, and 1 spade. You've got to go down more than 1. 1 spade trick, the
2
ace.
clubs, 1 diamond,
Yeah,
1 heart, and 1 spade. Okay, down 2. Still
down
a good.
2. 200's a bad score.
Okay.
Bad, especially if they never get to game. So, you know, that's what it is.
Okay.
Are there any other questions on this hand? I like the jump to 3 spades. It shows a 6-card suit and a nice hand. And that's what we have to do. We judge our hands accordingly. I mean, you could over 2 diamonds just go 4 spades if you want, because partners told you that they've got a good hand. But 3 spades gives you space. 4 spades is fine. You've got 2 doubletons, 14 and 2 doubletons. It's really a nice hand. Any other questions? The cubit. The cubit is so important when we overcall and we find a fit. Is just to find out how to ask partner the following.
Linda,
Yes.
is there a number of points you should have to go to the 3 or 4 level?
As an overcaller,
Yeah, once you Q-bid and
are
say,
you talking about the advancer or the overcaller?
the overcaller. So in other words, after South said 2 diamonds, is there a certain number of points? How does
You got to look at your hand and judge your hand if it's good or bad. A 5-3-3-2 is not always the greatest shape in bridge, but this has got a great shape, 6-3-2-2 with 2 doubletons, and you've got that extra 6th card. You've got to look at shape. I look at shape and then I look at points.
Okay.
So it's hard to be I'm not a point count person. And I'm not a point count teacher either. I teach a lot of shape and cards that work for me. I can't go to points. And when my students do well with points, they say, but we got such a good score. And I said, it's got nothing to do with it. I said, you were lucky. I said, we've got to look at shape. Are my cards working or my cards not working? And to me, shape is more important. But how many points do you need to accept the 2 diamonds? Well, if I was in the range of about 10 points, I wouldn't accept the 2 diamonds. I would just put 2 spades. But being in this range, which upgrades my hand, 3 spades describes it perfectly. Does that answer your question? It depends on the shape.
Oh, well, that is helpful. So if you had 10 points, you'd go ahead and maybe go to 4.
Right, then the South will decide.
I
But
see.
looking at the North hand, if you've got a 5-card spade suit and 10 points, I'm just going to put 2 spades. I don't have very much.
Okay.
This is worth a lot more. It all comes with judgment. Everything's judgment in bidding. And the more you play, the more you get more experience on how to hand evaluate certain cards. And I've done a lot on hand evaluation, a lot. You should look them up. And I never stop. But there's lots to do on hand evaluation. All right. We're looking at hand number 12. The dealer is West. We've got a clear-cut 1 spade opening.
Wait, Linda,
Yeah.
I just want to say back on that hand 7,
Yes.
which we played, we
Yeah.
made 6. Was that
You made
we
6.
6 spades? Was
Let
that
me-
normal?
I'll have a look again. Hold on a second. Let me put it back just for 1 second.
I don't care whether you play it for us or not, but
I
just
want to just look. You got the 2 of diamonds lead. Okay, so let me show you how to play the hand. I never played it for you. I'm going to show you how to play it, okay? I'm just going to pass one diamond. I'm just going to put in 4 spades because that's the final contract, just to save time, okay? Just to save time. And we're going to get the lead of the 2 of diamonds. And you're going to win the ace of diamonds. Remember, you controlled the suit they opened. It's very important that you control their suit. Now, I've got to draw trumps. I have a 6-3 fit. I've no idea how they're going to break. But I also have a 5-2 club fit. And I've taught you a lot about the odd-even rule. With 6 and 3 is 9. I like them to break 2 and 2, but that's only 32%. The clubs, we have 6 missing. We have 5 and 2 is 7. There's 6 missing. And I'd like that to break 3 and 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a spade to the ace. And then I'm going to play the king of spade. That looks very ominous. Doesn't look like that's going to break. Well, there's still one more child out. But I need that queen of spades as my entry for the club. So what I propose to do is the following. I'm going to play the ace of clubs. High card from the short side. Then I'm going to play the 10 of clubs. And put up the king. Now, that queen dropped. I want 2 discards, not just 1, and all the trumps aren't out yet. Once the queen dropped and I'm looking at the jack, I know the clubs are not breaking. They weren't 3 and 3, they're 4 and 2, what I expected. The spades didn't break either. So if the spades didn't break and the one hand had 3 spades, you must take the other hand who had 1 spade to have 4 clubs. So we've got the 9 of spades. They cannot over-ruff you. Remember, we had the queen, the 10, the 9. The jack dropped. Play the 4 of clubs. They're not going to ruff your trick. They shouldn't ruff your trick, but it doesn't matter. I'm ruffing with the 9. And now all my clubs are good. I'm going to go to the dummy with the queen of spades. I left that as my taxi. Now all the trumps are gone. Take all the children off the street. So far, we've lost no tricks. Now I can enjoy my clubs. Jack of clubs. Throw your diamonds away, everybody. They're not worth anything. 7 of clubs. Throw a heart away. Throw your diamond away. And why do we throw the diamond away? Because if the ace of hearts is in the west hand, and it usually is, they open the bidding. So it's always good to play towards your honor and make an extra trick. And this is how you make 6. They take the ace of hearts. And that's all they're going to make. And the rest is yours. You're going to make all of them. Is that how they played it with you?
I think that's how I must have played it, because I made the
Excellent.
6, or my
Excellent.
partner did. I think it was me.
Excellent. And that's how we make 6. We set up the club suit. But we leave the queen in the dummy as our taxi if the clubs or the spades don't break. Okay? That was beautiful. All right. No questions on the play of the hand. Can't always draw all the trumps. Let's look at hand number 12. Well, we're pretty unbalanced here. On hand number 12, we've only got 14 points, but we've got a lovely rebirth. We're going to open 1 spade. We're going to overcall 2 clubs. And why we overcall 2 clubs and not 3 clubs? Let's talk about it now. When I overcall 3 clubs, I jump. I don't have any entries in my hand. But I've got the king of hearts. So my hand is too good to just bid 3 clubs. I bid 2 clubs. It goes over 2 clubs on this hand. It's going to go pass by East. East has got 4 points in the hand. We cannot support partner with 2 queens, everybody. You must pass. And now you're looking at this hand with a club fit. Now, we don't know how good partner's overcall is. I know the king of spades is not working, but we do have a club fit. And it's up to you whether you wish to bid 2 spades to say how good is your overcall, or whether you want to just support 3 clubs, because the king of spades is not worth very much. Some people prefer to bid 2 spades. How good is your overcall, partner? I've got clubs with you. I guarantee clubs with you. And partner's just going to bid 3 clubs and say, you know, I really don't have much in my hand. You haven't got much. You've got 3 spade losers, a diamond, maybe 2 hearts. I think I would just bid 3 clubs and call it a day. And I think that's where we should be playing.
Linda, you often
Yes.
told us not to try to get to game in a minor. Instead, if we thought we could get to no trump, we ended up
100%.
in 3 no trump. We ended up in 3 no trump. Was that wrong for me to say 2 no trump before?
I don't mind it. You guarantee a club fit when you bid 2 no trump. You guarantee a club fit. You will never bid without a fit in clubs to bid no trump, because you don't want to be the dummy. There's many times I don't want to be the dummy. And when I've got King Doubleton, I do not want to be the dummy. I'd like to rather bid 2 no trump.
So I did bid 2 no trump instead of the clubs.
Right. And what did partner do?
3 no trump and we made it.
You're kidding. Really?
No, maybe they made a mistake.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen. You've got 6 club tricks and the spade is 7. I don't know where you're going to get all the extra tricks from. They're going to have to be squeezed. We're going to have to run off all the clubs and watch them squeezed. That's what you have to do. But I don't know, because I really want to
Yeah.
get the
We'll
hearts
play,
going.
play it in clubs now, but
I
I
don't
just
think
want you to
we should
know,
ever
we
make
squeezed
queen
them.
of hearts.
We played ours in diamonds.
I was gonna say, yeah, why not say 2 diamonds if you're south to show that you have
Not if you bid 2 spades by South. South bids 2 spades, their suit. Now they can't bid diamonds.
Now, what if I bid 2 diamonds instead of 2 spades?
If you bid a new suit, you're telling partner, I hate your suit. Don't lead your suit. I don't like it. I've got my own 6 or 7 card suit. Make sure you lead my suit and don't bid again. A new suit is not forcing as an advancer.
Okay.
Not forcing. You want to show the fit. So you've got 2 choices. You're either going to bid 2 no, I've got the spade stopper and a fit with you, or you're going to bid 2 spades to say, partner, how good is your overcall? Those are the questions that you have to answer. And the best contract is 3 clubs because of that singleton. And that king of spades is gone. It's all over. So if we had to look at the losers and they're going to lead a spade, what spade do they lead? Remember the low one? It does not promise an honor. It shows 3 or 4 cards. Well, they're going to put up the jack. Now let's look at the losers. We haven't finished. They're going to play the ace. And now what are they going to come back? They're not going to come back a diamond. They're not going to come back a club. That's a singleton. I don't like coming back singleton trumps. The only thing they can come back at this stage is the 7 of hearts, underlead the ace of hearts. And now you've got to take a finesse, whatever you do. It doesn't matter how or where or what. And they're going to win the queen. And they'll come back a heart. And you'll win the ace. And they'll come back another heart. And you'll win the king. And then the rest are yours. You draw trumps, and the rest are yours, and all you're making is 3 clubs, everybody. 3 clubs. Okay?
Ours went a little bit different.
Tell me your bidding.
Well, I was east. I didn't say anything. But after they went 3 clubs, my son went 3 diamonds. And he made it. He made over tricks.
Who bid 3 diamonds? West.
West.
West bid 3 diamonds.
At the end, I hadn't said anything.
Wow.
East never said anything because he only had 4 points.
Well, that was nice and brave of him. Well, not vulnerable against vulnerable, I understand. All right, so that was quite lucky for you to do that. But how did you make it? Let me just look at the hand. I want to look. You make
At
3
the end, he said, I can't believe I made that. But I thought he made 4.
Trick. You lose 1 club trick, 1 heart trick, and maybe 2 diamonds. Yeah, you make it. Lucky, lucky. Lucky. All right, so now I've got a request from few people here. They want me to go over board 11, which I'll go over with you because a lot of you want to see it. And then the other board that's been requested is board 9. So let's look at board 11. I think it's nice to see how we all look at the hands. Bidding is the hardest part of this game. It's how we look at the hand. Okay, so let's look at this hand. We've got 8 high card points. We're first in hand. And a lot of people open a week 2 with only 1 honor. And these queen doubletons are not worth very much either. It's entirely up to you. I have a lot of people that like to open week 2s on anything. It doesn't matter what they are. If it looks like a week 2, open a week 2. I'm pretty controlled in first and second seat. In third seat, I do what I like. So it's very difficult. So if you're going to pass this hand, and it's going to go pass, you're going to open this hand, and you've got to add up your high card points on number 11. And I think I would open on this hand, third in hand, I'd open 1 heart to show a 5-card heart suit. Now this hand here, now this is very important. When there've been 2 passes, okay, that's the time I may break the rules and bid 2 clubs. Only because there's been 2 passes. I might bid 2 clubs. I've got a 6-card suit. I usually promise 2 honors. And now what is this hand going to bid? Over 2 clubs. We don't have a heart fit. We don't have, we've got the clubs, but we don't have enough to bid 2 no trump. And you don't want to go and bid 2 spades. If you bid 2 spades, you're showing at least a 5-card suit, but it's really pretty high. It's up to you what you're going to do over this bidding. So what will you do? I don't know what happened here. Can you tell me what happened here? Whoever asked me for board number 11, I need to know what happened.
Linda,
Yeah.
I did bid 2 spades.
Over when? Did you open 2 spades?
No, I bid it right then and there, south.
Okay.
Me
So you bid 2
too.
spades, and
Me
that
too.
was the end of the auction.
My partner kept going. We got too high.
What do you mean?
After my 2 spades, he bid 2 no trump. My North partner.
Why? Do you know that when your partner's a passed hand, and that's called passed hand bidding, that a 2 no trump shows a much better hand? I would have passed the 2 spades. If we don't fit, let's get out now. I would never bid 2 no trump. I'm not invited to bid again. I would definitely get out now and not bid again, because you're going to get yourselves in a knot. So what happened? You went to 3 no trump?
On ours, we ended up in 4 spades and went down 3. But
Oh, I know. It's a disaster.
we had good hands and bad hands tonight.
I know. That's not good. Okay, what did the other people do? If you bid 2 spades, that's it. You're done.
Well, we went with spades and actually got the highest score there because
Good for you.
we were the only north-south team. And we went down 1, but we still got 56% or something.
Well, I'm happy to defend this hand in 2 clubs. If you want to bid 2 spades, you can. I don't mind. I know it's a bidder's game. You've got a 6-card suit, and partner knows that you never opened a week 2, so they've got to know that your suit is bad. I don't bid 5-card suits over my partner's hearts. It's a guaranteed 6-card suit, but it's a bad suit, because if it was good, you would have opened a week 2 in first position. So there's nothing wrong with 2 spades. Partner must know it's pretty bad. Okay? Nothing wrong with 2 spades. Partner's got to know that's a 6-card suit and a bad suit. Because if you, oh, sorry, not there, the other way. If you opened it, you would have opened a week 2 over here. You're bidding 2 spades here. And it's going to be pass, pass, pass. And you're going to play in 2 spades because we're not invited to the party. We don't fit, we're out. That's it. So now what are you going to do? Very easily. You're going to leave the jack of clubs. And they're going to take the ace. They can't afford to duck it. It looks like a singleton. And one of the important things is don't waste your time with the jack of spades. Just play a little spade because you want to draw the children off the streets now so they don't get a rough. Now, right away. And you're going to play back another spade. And let's just get it out of the way. And that's what's going to happen. So let's go back. We're going to lose. We're going to win the king of clubs and they're going to get a rough. They've got a master trump anyway. Then they'll come back a club. You should come back the 6 asking for a diamond. You're not going to touch hearts. You're going to play diamonds. And now you will come back the heart because there's nothing else to play. And that's the end of the hand. And you're making 2 spades, right? Okay? I hope that helped you. But remember, partner never opened 2, so therefore we know it's a bad suit, bad suit. Okay, everyone?
Linda,
Yeah.
why did I learn that an overcall only needs 5 cards?
Who taught that to you? I didn't teach that. At the 1 level 5, at the 2 level 6.
Okay,
I use that as my guideline. If I have 3 honors, it could be a 5-card suit. If I have 3 honors.
I see.
It's a pleasure for everybody. I'm pleased you enjoyed this lesson. Let's just look at this last one, number 9. The bidding went pass by North. Wow. We'll bid 1 heart. Pass. Partner's going to bid 1 spade. Pass. And now we've got to do something. This hand is too strong, much too strong to bid 3 hearts, everybody. When you've got 17 high card and a very good 6-card suit, you treat this hand as 19. So you would jump shift in a new suit. And what I would do on this hand is I would bid 3 diamonds. Manufacture a minor. You know you're not playing in a minor, for goodness sake. It's going to go pass. And now you're going to bid 3 spades, which becomes, remember, a jump shift in a new suit is forcing to game. 100% forcing to game. All right? A jump shift in a new suit by opener is forcing to game. It shows 18 to 21. 3 spades in this position says, partner, I want you to know, on the way, I don't have hearts with you, but I have a 5 or 6-card spade suit. Pass. And now you're looking at this great hand. And what are we going to do on this hand? You're going to bid 4 spades. I don't think it's easy to get to a slam on this hand. You might go to slam, but you don't know what partner's got. You're relying on the spades to break, and you're relying without a diamond lead in the spades to break. But you could throw them hearts away. You may look for a slam. What did you play in this hand, board 9? It's a very interesting hand.
We played 4 spades, but we made 6, but one other partnership made 7.
You should make 7. You can't not make 7.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because you set up that heart suit to throw all your losers away.
I bid 4 hearts and made a slam, made all 7.
Oh my God. And that's because the jack came down 3rd.
Yep.
Hearts, but you missed the spade contract. I'm almost inclined to go to 6 spades on this hand with that long heart suit and a singleton club. I might just bid 6 spades over 3 spades and hope.
Linda,
Yes.
so the jump, 3 diamonds, that's just a way of saying, hey, we're going to game.
Yes, and they think you've got a 4-card diamond suit and you're longer in hearts, but you're not worried about minors because you know you've got a spade fit and you've got a wonderful heart suit.
So is that a control bid?
No, it's a jump shift to show 18 or more points.
Okay.
We haven't agreed a suit yet. Remember that. We have not agreed a suit. So sometimes you have to manufacture a suit. And on this hand, 3 hearts is not the way to describe this hand. The hand is too strong for a 3-heart bid. All jumps in old suits are not forcing. They show 15 to 17. This hand is too good with that spade fit. So you should jump shift in a new suit, and I would use my lowest 3-card minor.
Oh,
It's a good way to describe the hand.
okay. Thanks.
Okay?
Thank you.
My pleasure. Anything else? Okay. Right. Well, I hope you all have a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.